football affairs here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Jones.
That's right. Here I am. I'm smoking Jeremy B. I got my buddies here with me. Oh, here we go. I got Will Vogel. I got Neil, aka the Bandit. I got Rashad Tatum. He's new to the show. He is a Texans fan. And I got Jordan Davidson, Patriots fan, elite, but he's saying Bill Belichick to the cow pussies. All right. Well, we had a little bit of movement here this in this past week since the games ended. John Pierre Paul went to the Saints. We had what? J.C. Jackson go to the Raiders.
No, it was Jack Jones.
Jack Jones. Okay, Jack Jones to the Raiders. Bruce Irvin was signed to the Lions practice squad because he's in shape, but he's not in game shape, so it may be a week or two before we see him.
Anthony Barr's back on.
And Anthony Barr is back to Minnesota. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it so far, right?
Yeah.
And Deshaun Watson to the IR. His shoulder, he's basically done for the year.
They're going to start, it sounds like Dorian Thompson.
DTR. Yep.
Yeah.
And then for the Lions, Big V went to the IR.
Fields is back.
Yeah, Fields is back. Hey, you know what? The best thing that could have happened to our secondary came back for Chicago. Fields will be the quarterback. Things I trust more than Justin Fields to read a defense is Stevie Wonder driving down the road.
Exactly.
That being said, Will, what do you think about the moves that were made for all the teams?
Well, Bruce Irvin, yes, he's older, but he can add pressure to the defense of the Lions. Anthony Barr is going back to a familiar territory when he played for the Lions.
No, you mean
I'm sorry,
Vikings.
Vikings. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck on the Lions topic. The Jones guy to the Raiders, I don't know much about this guy. All I know is he played under Antonio Pierce when Pierce coached, I think, high school. And then, what was the other one? I'm sorry.
John Pierre Paul to the Saints, defensive end.
JPP. I don't know.
It's Jason Pierre Paul.
Jason.
He hasn't been relevant in years, so I would say the biggest splash of the week was probably the Lions.
No. Jack Jones. So? I think Jack Jones is a very capable corner. I think he went from one bad scheme to another because the scheme hasn't been working for the Patriots defensively or offensively, as the Jordan can vouch for this year.
There is no fucking scheme.
The only thing I liked about the Lions move, like I know you probably don't agree, I just like the depth piece.
Yeah, it is a great depth piece. You're absolutely right.
And that's the only reason I like it better than the other ones.
Why do you? What do you think of it, Neil?
I feel like all these teams that went out to pick up somebody was teams that's pushing for a playoff push. The Lions going to pick up Bruce Irvin was people please shut up. We made a move. We added somebody on the defensive line. Move, I think, in my eyes, this is a piece they added for everybody to shut up and stop talking about it. they really did try to get somebody in trade before the trade deadline, but that didn't fall through because they weren't gonna give them no years, these years picks. So all the teams that picked up somebody, these are teams that's pushing for the playoffs. So that's what I feel like.
Okay. What do you think about it, Rashad?
So let me get this correctly. We got Bruce Irvin to the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bruce Irvin don't know how much he got left in the tank, but if he got anything left in the tank, then
Not me.
he's going to help.
That's not me.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I can hear you, Rashad. Go ahead.
I was going to say Bruce Irvin definitely has some good football left in the tank. If he does, it would help the Lions. Uh, Jason Pierre-Paul on the Saints. I think it's saying like Bruce Irvin. How much does he have left in the tank? He fits that scheme of what the Saints like to do, being a big defensive end that can play multiple fronts, and he can rush the passer and good at stopping the run. So I really think he's going to help the Saints D line, who needs some help on that edge, to help Cam Jordan and Curtis Granderson. You said Anthony Barr back in Minnesota. I think he really fits that Brian Flores defense, and that being able to play also multiple fronts and do multiple things. So I think it's some good signings all around.
All right. Jordan, what do you think?
I think it's a bunch of old fucks signing with teams. They at this rate just bring Tom Brady back to the league.
Oh man,
Oh,
bro, you was
you know
hilarious,
what
man.
they're waiting for? They're waiting for Aiden O'Connell to look bad, because Tom Brady bought a share of the Raiders so that if anybody starts to really get doggy and they get desperate for a quarterback, he can be the first owner player in the league.
Well, they have to be like 5-7 for that to happen. They got to be like almost out of playoff contention.
Right, and as long as they keep winning with Aiden.
Yeah.
But Braylon says, "What's up?" Neil's audio's buggy. Could have gotten JPP, but it's better than nothing. John Pierre
Look at my
Paul.
audio.
We're getting an echo off of somebody. I don't know what it is. I've been trying to track it, but in all honesty, he's an emergency only, possibly player coach more than anything. And that's exactly what I was going to say. The one thing Bruce Irvin can help all of these DNs with is how to get that bend and the get off, because that's one of the things he did elite while he was with all 5 of the other teams he's been with. He has a great bend and a great get off. It's almost like James Houston's type of bend and get off. So while James Houston is hurt, all he's got to do is get into game shape. We won't see him this week, but we might see him versus the Packers. But he'll be a rotational piece. He's not going to be the every down back.
Did Dominic Sue sign somewhere this week?
Did who?
Dominic Sue?
No, he hasn't
No,
signed anywhere.
he hasn't signed with anybody.
Oh, okay. All the old other people signed, so I thought maybe he was signed.
I'm hoping he does sign with us, because you know what? Say what you want. Sue likes to go with somebody that has a chance to make it somewhere.
Well, yeah,
Sue
that's
ain't
why he
coming
signed
to
with
Detroit, man.
Tampa Bay.
And he loves Dan Campbell.
And he don't like Detroit though.
Yes, he does. He still owns businesses here. He comes here once a month to hang out with CJ.
He
Maybe
might like
they
the
should bring,
city, he
maybe
don't
they
like the
should bring Calvin
organization.
Johnson back.
Nah, they ain't gonna bring
talking
Calvin
crazy,
Johnson back.
Jordan.
I ain't talking crazy. That's the God's honest truth.
No, I
He has
said
an apartment.
Jordan. I said Jordan. You said bring Calvin Johnson back.
Hey, give him a Super Bowl ring. Bring him and old Barry back.
Oh, Calvin Johnson is back with the team, actually.
Oh, really?
He's helping to mentor the wide receivers now.
Oh.
But King SJ says, "Hey guys, well, who are your top teams in the NFL? Well, your top 10.
Number 1, Philadelphia. Number 2, San Francisco. I know they went on a little slide, but they were missing some key pieces, but I think they're still one of the top teams. Number 3, Miami.
Boo.
Number 4, Detroit. Number 5, Kansas City. Number 6, Houston. Number 7, Baltimore. Number 8, Cleveland. Number 9, Jacksonville. Number 10, Cincinnati.
All right, what do you got, Neil?
Go to me last. Go to me last. Let me get my
Put you
team.
last. Okay,
Let
Rashad.
me get my team in order. Go to me last.
Rashad, who you got?
Ooh. Give me Philadelphia, San Fran, Baltimore, Cincinnati, AC, Dallas, Detroit, I was going to say Cleveland, but Watson's. So put Houston there. That's what, 7. So then I'll go Jacksonville. Give me Seattle. And then give me Seattle. No, give me Miami, then Seattle.
Okay. Who do you got, Jordan?
Patriots. They got the most Super Bowls.
Are you talking about the 2000?
I'm talking about this season. Who's your top 10?
Are you talking about the
The
2007
Patriots. We got a top 10 draft pick.
Woohoo.
We got Drake May coming in town, baby. No, for real though. I'll go with my top 5. I got. Well, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to go by the top 5 that I think are likely to win the Super Bowl right now. I'm not going to go by how my top 5 on just who I think how good they are. I'm going to go by on the chances I think can win the Super Bowl. Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. You got to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. You got to beat them. They're number 1 for me. Philadelphia Eagles are number 2. They went to the Super Bowl last year. What, they're 8 or 9-1 this year.
8-1.
Yeah, so they're number 2 for me. Number 3 for me is where it gets interesting because I think you can put a couple of teams there. But based on how they're playing this year, I'm going to actually go with the Detroit Lions. Number 4, I'm going to go. I know they didn't look good last week, but I'm still going to go Baltimore Ravens. They've been my best impressive team in the AFC this year. If you're going by this year, Baltimore's been the most impressive team in the AFC, but I'm just going by what I think could happen in the playoffs and stuff.
We got the same top 4 right now. We got the same top 4.
And then number 5 for me is San Francisco.
Okay. So you're just doing top 5, right?
Yeah, 10's too much.
Okay, Neil, what you got?
I'm gonna do his bottom 5. His bottom 5 since we got the same top 5. We'll do his bottom 5. 6. I'll go Seattle. 7. I'll go Jacksonville. 8. Miami. 9. Based on how they play right now, Dallas. And I'm going to give you all a sleeper at 10 because they've been playing their ass off. The Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom. And I can't believe nobody put them there because they're in second place in their division. They're one of the hottest teams, and they probably got the hottest quarterback in the league right now in C.J. Stroud. Then I got the Cleveland Browns. Then I got the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. And so C.J. Stroud team also lost to the Carolina Panthers.
No Pittsburgh love.
Oh.
And then I got Dallas, San Francisco. And for me, it's hard to put them above us because we beat them. Kansas City, then Detroit, then Baltimore, then Philly. That's what I got.
Oh, you did 10 down. You did 10 down.
I did from 10 up, yeah. So King S.J. says Philly, Baltimore, San Francisco 4, Detroit 5, Kansas City 6. No, he's at 4 Detroit, 5 KC, Dallas 6, Miami, Jacksonville, Seattle, and Cleveland. Braylon says top teams: Eagles, Lions, Niners, Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens, Dallas, Jaguars, Browns, and Bengals. I didn't put Jacksonville or the Bengals in my top 10. Why? Because they just lost. And they lost in a bad way. I mean, it wasn't even close losing.
I'm going to say Bengals are also, 5-4?
Mm-hmm. Bengals are in last place in their division, so I couldn't put them in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had an 11th or another switch out, I would have definitely put in Seattle because they're dynamic.
And Seattle had a super bad loss to Cleveland.
Yeah,
I mean, that loss was a beatdown in their house. In their house, they got beat down.
No, it was Baltimore, not Cleveland.
I'm talking about 2 weeks ago when Seattle played Cleveland. They beat the nuts off that team.
No, that
They
was
made them.
Baltimore that beat them.
That was Baltimore.
I could have swore it was. I could have swore Cleveland got them too.
Cleveland? No, they beat Cleveland.
Okay.
Seattle beat Cleveland like 24-21 or something. Then they got spanked like 37-6 or something against Baltimore.
Yeah, it was
To
Baltimore.
3.
Yeah,
To 3. That's right. They only scored 3 points.
Yeah, I knew it was bad. I turned it off.
And then they barely beat the Commanders in their own house.
Yeah,
they won on the game-winning field goal.
But Seattle,
So those are
teams though.
But Jacksonville, Cincinnati, and the other one, Seattle, they're in my meh. You know what I mean? They're in that maybe honorable mention.
So I got a question. Where do you put Pittsburgh at?
Pittsburgh is right there with they're in that honorable mention. They're in that 10 through 20 range right in there. They're in the middle.
I agree.
The Steelers are the worst 6-3 team I ever seen.
They're almost as bad as their 11-1 team that year.
I think they're worse.
I think they play better this year than they did that year.
Because at least that year they had Big Ben. This year they got fucking Kenny Wickett.
Kenny Pickett and Flick it.
Well, I call him Kenny Wickett, but either way, that works.
We should start calling him Kenny Two Gloves.
Nah, he ain't cool enough to have that name.
Why not?
That's what he wears when he plays, 2 gloves, because his hands are that small. He's the only quarterback in the league that has smaller hands in golf, and there's a plenty of people shorter than golf.
Our backup wear gloves.
You sure Kyler Murray ain't got baby hands?
He doesn't use a glove.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have baby hands.
He could have baby hands, but he's a baby himself.
I mean, the guy's only like 5 foot. The guy's only like 5'4".
That's generous. He's 4'11".
No, that's Bryce Young. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's Bryce Young.
Yeah, Bryce Young is an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, he is.
Wearing platform shoes.
Yes, he is. I can attest. I've seen him play twice.
Oh, so who's your top offenses? Just go top 3 off the top of your head. Will?
Man, that's Philly, Detroit, San Fran, all NFC teams.
Rashad?
Ooh, give me San Fran. Give me Philadelphia. Ooh, this last one is hard, but when they're healthy, Cincinnati.
Okay. Jordan?
What was the question? Top 3 something?
Offenses.
Ooh. Philadelphia. That's a hard one, actually. Philadelphia, and Philadelphia.
How do you spell them? Do you spell them with a different letter each time?
Really.
P-F-N-H?
I mean, really, the Chiefs and the Bengals have been kind of disappointing this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
San Francisco's been up and down.
Yeah.
You don't know which San Francisco you're going to get.
And even with Jacksonville, same thing. Up and down.
Yep. Neil, who you got for your top 3?
Baltimore. I don't know why it sounds like that, but Baltimore, Miami, and the Detroit Lions.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Miami.
Miami, some dogs, bro.
Yeah, and that's That's my exact 3, and in the exact order: Baltimore, Miami, and the Lions. Because Philly has been a little up and down too. They haven't scored 28, 30 points a game every game.
Yeah, I forgot about the Dolphins.
Yeah, when you got Tyreek there, you got to put them in the top offense. That man.
I was just thinking of quarterbacks. I guess that's why I don't consider Tua a quarterback. So
Yeah, but he's playing like a damn good one this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could throw for 250 yards in that offense.
Maybe, as long as I was hitting screen passes.
Hey, all you got to do is throw the ball 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilder Hill will take it to the house.
Right, I know. And pretty soon they get Devin Ashane back.
Yep.
I mean, even Cedric Wilson gets open in that offense.
All right. Now, who are your top defenses? I'm going to start with Neil this time.
Okay, I can tell you that.
Defenses?
Yeah.
Sorry, people, it's not Detroit. But Baltimore's defense is good. San Francisco's defense is good. And the Jets' defense is good.
All right. Jordan?
Top 3 defenses. Number 1 defense in football is the New York Jets. Number 2 defense in football, yes, I said it, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. And the number 3 defense in football is that's a tough one. I'm gonna say when they're on, it's San Francisco.
Rashad, what do you got?
Oh man, it's some good ball being played on defense out here.
Yeah.
Give me San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Chiefs. And give me the Jets. Those
Well,
are probably my top 3.
I'm in the exact same order as James, actually. San Fran, Baltimore, and the Jets, with the Browns looking inside at the porch.
I say the Browns defense too.
I got the Browns at the top, the Ravens in second, and then it's kind of a toss-up because Cincinnati really doesn't give up a boatload of points.
Yeah, but they just gave up 30 to a rookie.
Yeah, that's a different game, and that's a different quarterback. That's all I got to say.
From the University of where?
No one cares.
That was great.
I can't stand Ohio State either. I can't
That place.
Way in Carolina. How you can't stand
That place
Ohio
that
State?
has a nut
fan, bro.
on a human body for a mascot. How's that?
I think he went to University of Ohio Bobcats. Is that right?
He went to the University of Columbus.
Yes.
And
He ain't been relevant in
just so
3
us
years.
Lions fans know, we are no longer a top 10 defense.
We're 11.
We dropped all the way to 14th. Still good.
Y'all went in the middle of the pack. They still had the middle of the pack.
I know. It's still good. Didn't say it was bad. Shh, we're not going to get into that discussion tonight.
As next 3 special teams next.
You got to go special teams. God. Who was it that won it on all field goals the other night? That was the Raiders, right?
No, didn't they score a touchdown?
Oh, yeah, they had 1 touchdown.
They had 6.
The Browns won on the field goal. The Lions won on the field goal.
Houston won on a field goal.
Houston won on the field goal.
The Broncos won by a field goal.
There was 8 games won by field goals.
Did Browns win on the field goal?
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Commanders lost the Seahawks on a field goal.
Because didn't they score a touchdown to tie it? Got the onside kick, drove down and hit the field goal before overtime in regulation. That is the sickest comeback this year. I'm sorry, 10 points in under 2 minutes. That's sick.
Yep.
Well, you know who did that last year?
Who was that?
Joe Flacco against the Browns.
With the Jets.
Yep.
Joe Flaccid.
He did his in like a
Joe
minute.
Flaccid.
That's what I've been calling him for
I think they
years.
were down 10 with a minute and 30.
That's what I've been calling him for years, Jeremy.
Oh, one of the guys at work was trying to lift a tire up on the machine. He goes, I can't get it up. I said, they make pills for that. You know what? This is our fun part. This is the part I love to do on the show. And most of you guys do too. It is the weekly pick'ems. Week 11 on Thursday night, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. Is this last week's?
No,
this
week.
is this week's.
Cincinnati Bengals versus the Ravens, right?
Yep.
Who you got, boys? Start with Neil this time.
The Ravens.
Ravens? All right. Jordan?
27-24, Baltimore.
Rashad?
I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Because it's a must-win game for the Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Not only this year, but what happened this offseason. It's a must-win game.
Mm-hmm. Will?
Baltimore Colts. I'm sorry, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. I chose Baltimore as well.
That's a clean sweep.
Damn.
Nice.
That don't happen very often with these picks, picking outside of the regular ones.
Well, especially division games.
Right. Pittsburgh.
And they're missing Hendrickson, which is going
and it's the rest of the division playing the next night.
You know what's
on Sunday.
It's going to be a hard-fought game because the Bengals are missing Hendrickson and the Ravens are missing Humphrey.
James Humphrey says Burrow's going to be spitting acid and farting fire.
wait, the Ravens are missing Humphrey.
Humphrey got hurt.
No, Humphrey's been their nickel corner though.
He been hurt though.
That might not be good if they don't have Humphrey, and the Bengals got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Ooh.
Higgins,
is out.
Oh, is
Hendrickson,
yeah. That was announced yesterday. He'd be out this week.
How about the way Cincinnati lost that game, man? With dudes dropping the ball right in the end zone.
Right.
That's crazy.
But next game, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. We're going to start with you, Will.
Cleveland. I know Dorian Thompson's, but I just think the Cleveland defense is going to swap. I think Miles, I'm calling it right now, Myles Garrett is going to have 3 sacks.
I could see that. Who you got, Rashad?
Steelers. Somehow, some way, the Steelers will win this game.
James Burr just leave the farting fire to Eric Cartman, LOL. That's funny. Jordan, who do you got?
You heard it here first. The NFL, through 10 weeks, has not had a tie. Here's the first tie of the season.
Ooh.
Neil.
John Watson getting hurt. It's big.
He's out.
I'm going with Pittsburgh, man.
I'm taking Cleveland. That defense wins, and they're at home.
Yep.
Gotta put points on the board.
LA Chargers at Green Bay. Anybody taking the Packers?
Go Chargers.
It's in Green Bay, right?
It's in Green Bay.
That's what they
Don't
playing,
you
is he?
dare, Jordan.
LA Chargers, Justin Herbert.
Oh, never mind.
They just put up 38 against our defense.
30. I'm gonna say 34-20 Chargers.
Go Chargers. As the one Arnold.
Who you taking, Rashad?
Man, I have no idea. I want to say the Chargers, but I have no idea which Chargers team gonna show up. So I'm gonna say the good Chargers team show up and get the W. Considering,
and you already said go Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers, and I'm going to tell you why. They're going to be pinning their ears back. They're going to be pissed as hell that defense didn't get any sacks. And they're very up and down from one week to the next. The 1 week they're down on defense. The next week they come out lights out. Mac and Bosa's going to have a meeting at Jordan Love, and you're going to hear Green Bay fans singing, "Love Hurts." Las Vegas Raiders at Miami. Man, Raiders defense looks nasty all of a sudden. I don't know how this happened. But anyways, who you got, Will?
Miami.
Rashad?
Same. Dolphins.
Jordan?
You didn't say it right. Lost wages.
Yeah, lost wages. I forgot.
But I'm taking Miami 34-20.
The Raiders.
Taking the Raiders. Me too.
Hold
I
up.
took the Raiders. I think they're going to upset Miami.
I want you to order pizza. All right.
Brent DeWitt, talking defense. If memory serves, Sunday's communication issue after the timeout makes it every year under AG. Where's the coaching progression in that? Absolutely. King SJ says Miami, and James Burgess says the violent aquatic mammals, also known as the Finns.
That's funny.
We got the New York Giants traveling down to Washington, D.C.
Ooh.
to play the Commanders. Who you got, Neil?
Who playing?
The New York Giants and the
Man,
Washington Commanders.
Give me the Commanders. I wanted to adjust the chat so bad, but I ain't gonna do it. Just give me the Commanders.
All right.
Get off of AG.
Jordan?
31-3 Commanders.
Rashad.
Is at some point the Giants got to give anything for their fans to cheer about.
Dude, the Giants are not winning a game with Tony DeVito. Come on now.
It's been an embarrassment. It's not even winning the game. Just be close. Give the fans something to cheer about. So I'm going with the Commanders.
Will?
The Calm Skins.
Yeah, and I went with Washington as well. That's another clean sweep. That's 2 in the same week. That never happens. Dallas at Carolina. Is anybody taking the Panthers?
Me.
No.
The Cowboys are going to pull a Cardinals game again and lose.
Oh my God, I die laughing, but I had to take Dallas because they're the hot hand right
No,
now.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
I had to troll.
I
had to troll Bill Belichick, his future team.
Oh. But is anybody here taking the Panthers? Raise your hand if you are. All right. Tennessee at Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville got embarrassed. I think they're pissed, and Titans better watch out. What do you got, Will?
Who's it? Jacksonville Titans?
Yeah. Titans at Jacksonville.
I got Jacksonville. I think they rebound.
King SJ did the touchdown song for the Commanders. We are Commanders. Bum, 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 bum. And King SJ says Dallas. I hope I'm wrong. Jack's going to get right. Yep. Jacksonville. Who you got, Rashad?
I'm going to go with Jacksonville in a must-win game, but it would not shock me if that Titans front seven hit Trevor Lawrence. So I'm going to go Jacksonville in a sneaky tough win.
Jordan?
Jacksonville 20-17.
Neil?
This is a division game. Give me Tennessee, man. I think Will Levis and Mark Henry will have a big game, man. So give me Tennessee.
Will Levis can have a big game, but Trevor Lawrence is going to outduel him because we've seen this before when the Titans have a decent game versus him. Trevor Lawrence just steps up, especially at home, and smacks him in the mouth. I took Jacksonville. Arizona at Houston. Anybody taking the Cardinals? Anybody?
I am.
You're taking the Cardinals?
At Houston?
Yeah, at Houston.
I am.
Oh, I'm taking the
But I
Cardinals.
do like what Kyler Murray did this week, though. I do like what he did.
I am taking the Cardinals this game.
You're going to take the Cardinals in a game that happens 2 days after Modern Warfare releases.
Yep. Yes, I am, because you know why? The Houston Texans just got a big win in Cincinnati, and they just lost to Carolina a few weeks ago. Guess what? It's called a letdown game. That's what's going to happen.
I just don't see it. But that being said, so we got one for the Cardinals then?
Yep.
King SA says, I'm taking the Cardinals to get their ass kicked.
Hey, Kyler Murray's going to be 2-0 after this week as a starter this year.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I just don't see it happening. Like I said, next up, we got the Tampon Bay Buccaneers going to San Francisco and the 17ers who rebounded last week. Who you got, Neil?
Shake and bake Baker Mayfield. I got Tampa Bay.
You just keep rolling even if he loses. Who you got, Jordan?
49ers 27-10.
Rashad?
San Fran is back. San Fran is healthy. San Fran's on a mission. I got San Fran by 3 touchdowns.
Whew. Will?
Niners.
I chose the Niners as well. New York Jets at Buffalo. Buffalo looks washed. Josh Allen looks like he can't complete a pass unless it's to the opposite jersey. Who you taking? Neil?
Buffalo.
You like the underdogs. Jordan?
I'm taking the bet that Josh Allen throws a pick because he's done it in 5 straight games.
Yeah. Okay, Rashad, who you got?
So it's the Jets in Buffalo, right?
The Jets in Buffalo. So basically, they get in their cars and they drive to the stadium. They can rest well in their own house because it's only 2.5 hours away.
I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. It's a must-win game, or Ken Dorsey ain't gonna be the only one getting fired.
Will?
I think it's Buffalo. Even though Josh Allen's struggling, I just think Buffalo.
I mean, have you guys seen the Jets offense?
I don't care about the Jets offense. What I care about is that Jordan Whitehead had 3 interceptions the last time they played, and Zach Wilson threw a game winner. Jets are going to win this game.
So you're going for the clean sweep.
Yep. James Rita says, I got Buffalo the last hurrah before the total collapse. Brent DeWitt says Stroud is making a case to become the second rookie MVP after Jim Brown if he can keep up his current pace. Yeah, absolutely. I am on that same train with Stroud. Then we got the Seattle Sea Chickens going down to face the LA Scams in LA. Who you got, Will?
Sea Chickens.
Rashad?
Well, as I see that, I don't know about Matthew Stafford's health. Is there been any update on that?
He's playing this week.
He's playing this week. I'm gonna go with the Rams and Matthew Stafford with the upset.
Jordan?
Be cool.
There's no way the Seahawks are getting swept by the Rams, so I'm taking the Seahawks 27-20.
What do you got, Neil?
Where the game at?
In LA.
Give me the Rams.
Well, seeing as how the Rams won in the Seahawks house, the Seahawks are going to win in the Rams house because that isn't a home field advantage at all. That's way closer than it was for Detroit fans. There'll be more Sea Chicken fans there. The 12th man will be strong in SoFi.
Yep.
Ooh, and then Minnesota travels west to face off in Mile High Stadium, an outdoor stadium, to face the Broncos defense. Who you got?
Broncos.
Who you got there, Rashad?
No, I'm gonna go with the Broncos. They've been playing some pretty good football lately, especially their defense.
Yeah. Who you got, Jordan?
I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the harder games so far to pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Russell Wilson looked pretty good the other night. I'm gonna go with the Josh Dobbs.
The Josh Dobbs Kings?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vikings by like 3 or something. Close game.
The Pastronaut.
The Astronaut, yep. Who you got, Neil?
This is a battle with 2 teams that's trying to figure out if they real or not. This is gonna be a slugger knocking right here. You feel me? Like both teams are on, got their shots going up. But I like what Denver did, man. Monday night, man. I'm going with Denver, man. I'm hoping. Let's just say I'm hoping Minnesota loses.
Yep.
I chose the Minnesota fans are back talking shit.
Russell Wilson is looking like the Russell Wilson of old dropping side of the end zone dimes to guys that doing toe tap drag swag, the whole 9 yards. Give me Denver. Then on Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles at 8-1 face off in Kansas City versus the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 7-2. Who do you got, Neil?
KC play who?
Casey's at home.
KC is at home. Yep.
Okay, who they play?
Philly.
Oh,
That's a good game.
The Kelsey bro.
oh,
It's the Kelsey Bowl. Oh, and
oh.
Taylor Swift will be in attendance.
That's my boo right there. Come back, Taylor Swift. Come back to me, baby. But
Crazy fucker.
let me get who? We not to the Super Bowl, huh? Right here, huh? Give me Philly. Give me no. I take that back. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I need the Philly to lose. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, all right.
Come on, KC.
Who you got there, Jordan?
Here's a prediction just for shits and giggles. The Chiefs win, but the Eagles get stopped on 4th and goal at the 1 on the tush push play.
Again. It ain't gonna happen again.
Okay, Rashad, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles by 2 touchdowns.
Woo! He bringing the fire. Will, who you got?
The Eagles.
I chose Kansas City because I found out that Taylor Swift has that night off from her concert because it's a Monday. She'll be there. You can't beat Kansas City, Taylor Swift, and the refs.
It's gonna be in KC. Is it in KC? You said
It's in Kansas City.
I gotta get a ticket. I'm coming for you, Taylor.
Hey, they can't let Travis. They can't let Travis's brother, the sexiest man alive, take Taylor Swift from him.
Right.
All right. It's gonna be me. I'm coming for Taylor.
Okay, Charles Woodson. And last but not least, I always do my team's game last. We got, what is it? The 3-6 Chicago Bears, 3-7 Chicago Bears coming in to face off against Detroit at 7-2. I'm going to start with Jordan this time. We're going to start at the bottom and then work our way to the Lions fans. Who you got there, Jordan?
Go Chicago.
Get out of the show. Exit.
Hey, Chicago. Hey, these are the teams I need to win this week.
Chicago. Do you know that Justin Fields is playing?
Hey, I'm a Bears.
It's the best thing that could happen to our.
I'm a Bears fan this week. I'm a Cardinals fan this week. I'm a New York Giants fan this week. Go! Wow. I need those teams all to win. Patriots need the #1 pick.
Now you a bino freaking NFL fan.
He's an underdog. He's an underdog rooter. But anyways, Rashad, who you got?
Man, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be an ugly game. I got the Lions by 3 touchdowns.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right, Will, who you got?
You'll get a score prediction Friday, but I got the Kings of the Jungle.
So the Bears.
No, what? You're crazy.
No, they're only if the bears are in the jungle, it's only a plant eater. That means it's a koala bear.
Exactly.
But anyways, Neil, who you got?
Lions not even in jungle. We're in the safari. First of all, you know I got the Lions winning. I don't even know why you asked me this, Jeremy.
Yeah, I know. I got the Lions. I am not going to give my score prediction because I have to write my preview. I think it's going to be big. We got, like I said, the guy that can't read a defense is starting his first game in 4 games. When Tyson Bagent went 2-2 versus somebody who was 1-3.
I'm happy. Justin Fields going to have a nice game, though.
I don't think he's going to have a nice game.
We struggle with running quarterback,
but not against Chicago.
Okay.
They got the same record as Green Bay against us. They've won once in the first year.
I understand.
And that wasn't with Justin Fields as the quarterback.
We win big. So Fields will have a nice decent game.
Yep, I'm going to get my score on Friday. We'll see.
So we made it through all 15 games. Yeah, there is only 15. Patty Grimes says Lions 38, Bears 17. I don't even know if they score that much. I think it's going to be like a 35-10.
I got 30-14.
Monty about to eat this game, bro.
Say what?
Monty about to eat this game, bro.
I'm
Montgomery is about,
I am going
he's
to
about to
predict
eat,
my
bro.
first blowout victory because I haven't predicted a blowout all season. This will be the blowout of the week.
You think it's gonna be wait. Blowout is as they scored no points?
As in, they score 10, we score 35.
Oh, okay.
It's a blowout. I didn't say shutout. I said blowout.
I was trying to push you to that.
I know you're trying to push me to that. I wasn't going to say that.
Come on, jump, Jack.
Well, there we go. We made it through. Rashad, tell everybody how they can find you with your space or your podcast and how they can follow you in your Texans coverage.
Oh, so I don't really do Texas coverage. It's pretty much the only thing I do is NFL draft coverage.
Okay,
At
cool.
all 22 tape. That's who I am. As the draft rolls on, I'll be on a lot more spaces and streams like this. I didn't even know it was a stream, but it was fun. It was good meeting new people. Always fun meeting new people. So that's all. That's all I got to say, man.
If you want to be a part of it, I do a live draft reaction show. I try to predict the picks as they come in. I've done okay. I didn't do as good this year, but there was way too many trades, and I got lost on who they were going to take. I was like, "Whoa, wait, what?
Hey, he did project Aiden Hutchinson to the Lions.
Nah, a blind squirrel would have predicted Aiden Hutchinson to the Lions, but I did it like 3 days before the draft.
No, some people thought the Jaguars would take him number 1.
And I said they were taking Trayvon the whole time.
Yep.
But my best year was the first year with Brad Holmes because I actually literally had the first 7 picks in order and the right people all the way around, right down the list.
Was that St. Brown year?
That was the St. Brown year in the fourth round. But for the first round, I said it was going to be Joe Burrow, Trey Lance, went right down the list. It was all right. And everybody's like, so the Lions are going to get Sewell? I said, yeah, they better take Sewell. They turned that card in so fast. And in hindsight, do I want Micah Parsons over Sewell? Micah Parsons is a great defensive player, but you know what? Our O-line wouldn't be opening these holes without Sewell. I'd take Sewell again.
Quarterback would be dead.
Yeah, because the right tackle, we didn't have to worry about the blind side ever since Decker got here. If he was playing, it was safe. It was the right tackle. Stafford couldn't even get the ball out before he was hit from the right side.
Yeah, but think about it. If you guys would have drafted this thing and you do that, you draft Micah Parsons instead of Sewell. Guess what you guys draft last year instead of Hutchinson, offensive tackle.
Yeah, someone nowhere near as good.
Yeah, but you guys probably trade down. You guys probably don't draft like top because you guys have what?
No,
well,
you
guys would have a late pick there last year.
We wouldn't have J-Mo.
We wouldn't have J-Mo. We probably wouldn't have had Hutch.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys would have drafted,
we would have traded up for a wide receiver. We would have traded up for offensive lineman
with your last year's pick. You guys would have took like the guy for the Steelers, or the guy for the Browns, DeJuan Jones, or I don't know who else went like.
The one that screwed me up that year was the Broncos and the Panthers because they both went cornerback in the top 10 back to back, and I was like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
Well, the Broncos.
Don't remind me.
Hey, the Broncos did hit with Surtain.
Yeah, they did hit with Surtain, but it's not normal for a team to take a cornerback in the top 10. We've seen safeties go in the top 10, but not corners a lot.
I don't know because Denzel Ward went high.
He was number 12.
Yeah, not in the top 10. He was 12th.
Who?
Ward.
No, Denzel Ward went 4th.
Oh right, he did.
Was in the same. He was the year that Saquon went 2nd because it was Baker, Saquon, Sam Darnold, Denzel Ward.
You're right. My bad.
Because Cleveland had 2 top 4 picks that year, kind of like Chicago might have 2 top 4 picks this year.
All right, Neil, tell everybody where to find you with Bandit Sports.
Yeah, my name is Bandit. You can find me at Bandit Sports on YouTube. Neil Green, aka Bandit on Facebook. Only Bandit on X. We talk Detroit Lions. We talk NFL. We got a pregame show and a postgame show, both on Sundays. Jeremy D on the postgame show. Uh, Love to see everybody there, man. Check me out. Rate, like Scott would say, rate here. Rate here.
Yep.
Data Sports.
All right, Jordan, where can people find you?
On Facebook, now Jordan Davidson.
Fantastic. And
His account is deactivated. He's lying.
we all know that we can find you here or on Bandit Show at any time because you never know when you're able to pop in.
Hey, you can find me. You can find me at Julian Edelman's house.
Yeah, that is the bastard child of Julian Edelman down there. His mom must have been an Amazon though, because he's a lot taller.
You get treated like
Yeah,
Jon Snow.
so yeah, like you said, Jeremy, you can find me here or on Bandit Sports.
And you can find me on Bandit Sports. You can find me on Main Event 365. You can find me right here on Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions. And you can find my writings on the South Florida Tribune under the Motor City Tribune heading, where I write about the NFL and the Lions. This has been Kneecap Biting with the Smoking Jeremy B. I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, FTP. No, it's not the Florist. It is who? Let it out, guys.
Fuck the Packers.
That, and I also want to give a shout out to Gloss Negron, window tinner up in Saginaw, Michigan here, the Tri-Cities. He does excellent work. His number shall be showing here on the screen shortly. Give him a call if you want to book your appointment. He's up there in Saginaw. He was voted the #1 window tinner in Saginaw. And when I say he does good work, I mean, look at this 300 C-Class. This is dope. And he does exotic cars too, like this Maserati.
Nice.
So check him out. This has been Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions, and I'm going to say what I always say. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. It's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts within here, and we are out.